These should be some of the most pristine beaches in the world. The rugged coast of southeast Arnhem Land in the Gulf of Carpentaria. These waters have long been an abundant source of food for those who know where to look.
Shop very expensive. It's like triple the price as it is in town. And the best thing is to stick on country food, you know, go out fishing. There's a lot of fish they get along there. Stingrays, shark, turtle, dugong, that's all our tucker we eat, you know.
But those animals are under threat from foreign fishing gear. Volunteers from conservation group Sea Shepherd have joined the local Indigenous rangers on a major clean-up of this section of coastline, just to the south of Blue Mud Bay. Down the beach, the crew tackles a large net that's been inhabited by hundreds of hermit crabs.
They belong in the mangrove. 1, 2, 3.
Ghost nets are discarded fishing nets that often drift for years to make it to Australian shores.
Once they're at sea, they then continue to float through the ocean, making like a wall of death if you think about it, because everything that is caught in those nets then dies. Then they end up, you know, with fish and turtles and dugongs and potentially whales and dolphins all trapped in them.
Ghost nets are horrible. I don't think anyone that's had to deal with them would say otherwise. They are often buried. They can be wrapped around dead tree branches and then buried as well. Sometimes they can be massive.
Clive Nungogalu, a senior cultural leader in his community, worries about kids playing on beaches strewn with fishing equipment.
Our kids, they like to go out hunting with the spears, fishing line, and they're running with no shoes on. They might get hurt in the feet or somewhere, no?
In a single day, the team removed 2 tons of nets and other rubbish from a single section of this one beach. The nets that reach these beaches have been pulled in on ocean currents from the semi-enclosed and relatively shallow Arafura and Timor seas, which Australia shares with its nearest neighbours.
Indonesia is the second largest fishing nation on earth. The major consideration in the Gulf of Carpentaria is just the sheer number of Indonesian fishermen and illegal fishers in the Arafura Sea in particular.
By analysing net designs, researchers are able to trace nets to their source. Many of the nets trace back to countries with low reported catch, suggesting illegal and unregulated fishing is happening at scale.
Over 95% of the foreign fishing nets that wash ashore come from just 4 countries: Taiwan, Indonesia, Thailand and Korea. What we're seeing is countries that are fishing in Indonesian waters which are not reporting their catch to the Indonesian authorities.
Last year, the federal government announced it would spend $1.4 million working with Indonesia and PNG to figure out how to stop ghost nets at their source. It's a contribution that Karen Eddivane says is woefully inadequate.
We need in-country presence. If you're serious about working together, you need to have people in-country, in Indonesia, in Timor-Leste, in Papua New Guinea, working side by side with their fisheries counterparts.
Back on the beaches in the Gulf, it's another pool of funding that's got ranger groups concerned. The $15 million Ghost Net initiative subsidised the cost of these remote beach cleanups over the last 4 years.
If the federal government don't renew the funding for the Ghost Net program, then basically it's going to be the end of a lot of the resources and the tools that the rangers need. They'll no longer be able to fund themselves to come out on these cleanups.
We don't worry about money much, but if you get the message, you government people, we need to protect our country and keep our country really strong. So we want to get support from you guys, you know, and keep our ranger group working and keep us strong.
In a statement, a spokesperson for the Albanese government told 7:30 the money is due to expire in December, but longer-term funding is being considered. Turtles, which are among the animals most vulnerable to the nets, have been seen returning to beaches following cleanups for nesting season.
Another place around the corner, there's a lot of turtles go up, but when there was rubbish, not much, yeah. Because they don't know where to put their eggs. There's so much rubbish.
It's really good for us to continue and keep all the rubbish away from a good spot up here. And even myself, when I see the beach clean, so I don't worry about the kids now. They can play and enjoy their life in the beach here along the sand. So really good for me when I see beach nice and clean, make me proud.